Hey, what's going on, man? Welcome back to the channel. Look, man, the Lil Keed concert just got shut down, man. A lot of people weigh in the lobby. They told everybody that you have to leave, basically. They said that Keed fell down and he had an episode where he just couldn't open his eyes no more, and they tried to revive him. It seems like somebody from YFN had literally just came in with plugs, like 10 different plugs, and they gave him a cup or something. And after that, basically, that cup was finished. And
So once the paramedic came out and put him on the gurney, you have to understand the whole YSL camp, everybody on the team, they rushed to the gurney and tried to make it to where he was able to basically have some type of like basically his people around him to support him during this time. So you have to look at that as if that's a life-changing moment for everybody that was around him, sitting like literally waiting to see if he's going to basically come back. Like, he was sent up. Like, you got to understand, when you dealing with these like anonymous drugs and things like that, like, you have to be cautious and you have to be aware of everything and everybody that's around, because who's to say that they didn't give him that? Who's to say that he basically, who's to say that he didn't, buy the wrong, you know how people remix things. So you have to understand, you can't just buy things from everybody. You can't just be going out purchasing stuff. So you have to look at the fact that you need to stick with the same person you've been buying the stuff from. You can't buy nothing from the club that you finna perform at to go on stage. So that's like a revolving door of what happened with Juice World and what happened with a few more other high top maintenance artists.
yeah, man, and Lil Keed's people, like Lil Gotti, he should have known that he can't let them people from YFN that came into his backstage room, that he can't let them just start putting stuff in Lil Keed cup like that. Like, y'all gotta understand, man, when you leave the room, you gotta have trusted people that make sure that nobody put nothing in your drink, nobody put nothing in your cup, man. Because at the end of the day, when he went to do that mic test, the mic check 1, 2, 3, that's when they slipped everything in there, in that whole backstage area. Hey, and the fact that Lil Gotti, he didn't call no medical staff, he didn't call 911 or anything. Matter of fact, like, he didn't know any of the proper procedures of how to try to like revive somebody and stuff like that. I don't think they even got him any, like, a simple water bottle would have probably helped if they would have flushed it out and flushed the system, man. But you gotta understand, the backstage tickets, anybody can get backstage tickets. So when YFN Lucci's cousins bought them tickets, man, that's they should have known who exactly was gonna come to the show. Like, it's better to be prepared than last minute something happens and then you are scrambling to like get it under control. So like, that's the best way to work it out. And y'all have to understand too, is that you don't only check in people into the concert, like, you have to also check the people backstage, because they are, just as vulnerable as anybody else. Like, oh, I'm sorry, excuse us. So like, if anybody was to come through the backstage, they'd have an easier time basically getting to the artists and like getting to the entourage. And people from the entourage weren't doing anything to like, protect him and stuff like that.
Because it's a basically high profile case, and you have to understand that it's a lot of key players in this chess game, and a lot of them was taken out. All of the pawns that they took them out, and you have to look at the fact that the big fish, they sitting back, like, really like pleading to get a plea deal, like, before the trial even starts. You know for a fact, whenever a person tries to really get their foot in the door with the DA, you know that they're gonna eventually have to testify against everyone that they basically was in the group with. So you gotta look at the fact that if Young Thug has a whole different court date from everybody else, Like, that's not right, because all of them was charged with the Rico. So why does Young Thug have a case? Like, I know they charged him with the extra cases, but they literally ran them consecutive. Like, and they literally tried to make everything concurrent. But you have to look at one thing, that his court date was on a different day when the trial first started.
And y'all gotta understand too, man. They ran in on Lil Keed's house, man. They were trying to hit a lick on him, and what happened was is that he was actually found unresponsive after a robbery that happened at his own, like his area where he hang out at, right? And what happened is that when they broke in, they took all the money and the jewelry and everything like that. But they told Lil Keed that he has to take the charge for this Rico. They told Lil Keed that he has to take the charge for Young Thug and he has to take the charge for Gunna, because that's the only reason they signed him. They was using him this whole time. When he said he's not taking no charges for nobody because he's not a snitch and he didn't do nothing, that's when they told him that they had to force him to drink the rest of the stuff in the bottle, man. They sit down and literally real live, man, forced the man to chug the rest of the stuff, so it looked like one thing happened, because then they came in and wiped out all the cash, all the jewelry, man. He had baguettes, he had bust down watches, rollies. It's a lot of missing items at a Lil Key townhouse. Like, y'all gotta understand, man. He had all sorts of art and all these charms and bracelets and stones, man. And y'all gotta realize they extorted him. So the last few hours on Sunday night going into Monday, that's when Lil Key was getting extorted, man. And somewhere in Atlanta, in the townhouse and the places that he kicks around, they came in through the back, through the sliding door, and he was kind of already, he was practicing his studio stuff. So when they popped up on him, man, they told him, look, we need the money, we need the jewelry, and we need you to take the Rico charge. He didn't want to do it, and they forced this upon him, man. And that's why everything happened like the way y'all see it now. But don't get it mistaken, man. This all happened on Monday, but they didn't want to release the information until now. So something fishy going on about this, and everything just kind of breaks out after the whole Gunna situation. Y'all got to understand, man, this is not right. Something is definitely off in this. So I want y'all to go ahead and comment down below in the comment section what you think is so weird about this case, man. What do y'all think is so off? And we want to continue to say, man, condolences to the Lil Key family. We rest in peace to Lil Key, man. We support the dude. He was just trying to make it out. And comment down below if you support Lil Keed and your favorite song by him. And go ahead, like this video, man. And stay tuned for the upcoming updates, because we gonna have the information released from the family members. The family of Lil Keed is gonna speak out, the Keed family and everybody. And we're gonna get the press conference for you guys and get our questions answered. So if you got any questions you want us to ask the Lil Keed family, go